This news update is brought to you by This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Friday, September the 12th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good evening. We begin with sad news. Shaquille Denny, who disappeared under the waves of Crane Beach yesterday, has been found dead. Coast Guard officers recovered his body from the waters of Foul Bay in St. Philip this afternoon. A family member later identified him. The 18-year-old disappeared around 3:30 p.m. yesterday after he dived off a cliff at Crane Beach. Up to this morning, his mother, Alison Denny, had been praying for a miracle that her son was holding on, waiting to be rescued. In other news, murder-accused Dwaine Ralston Leland Simmonds has been remanded to prison until October 7th. Simmonds appeared in District A Magistrates Court today, charged with the stabbing death of Darren Brown on August the 30th. He is the second man charged in connection with that incident. In more court news, Kerry Omar MacArthur Williams has been fined $50,000 after pleading guilty to drug charges. The 35-year-old man of Providence Christchurch, who appeared in the District B Magistrates Court today, was ordered to pay $25,000 or spend 9 months in prison for possession of 14.5 pounds of compressed cannabis. Williams was also fined $25,000 or 6 months in prison for drug trafficking, but he was reprimanded and discharged for possession with intent to supply. Government today launched a $6.5 million road rehabilitation project that will stretch across the country. The road works begin in earnest within 2 weeks and will span 5 parishes. It received an official send-off this morning at Luke's Avenue, Bayville in St. Michael during a tour by Prime Minister Frandel Stewart, Minister of Transport and Works Michael Lashley, other ministry officials and representatives of C.O. Williams Construction. Minister Lashley said the road rehabilitation is needed to reduce the amount of flooding across the island.
We will be journeying from St. Michael into St. Lucie and also to St. Philip and St. George in Christchurch. We have a number of roads in that package. The packages have been allocated already, and of course this is a move by the ministry through the government to generate some activity basically in the island, and within 2 weeks or so you will see roads very busy on the Barbados. But of course I want to apologize beforehand for the inconvenience that will be caused.
Meantime, Barbados has started the process of selecting the brand that will run the proposed reconstructed Sam Lawrence Castle in St. Philip. The first of several prospects toured the site this morning, led by Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Investment Inc., Stuart Lane.
We are going to have discussions with a number of brands and make the best selection in the interest of the country.
And what these brands will do?
Well, one of the objectives we've set for ourselves is year-round business, and therefore what I said some weeks ago now is that we are no longer looking to just have a product that will guarantee or generate winter business, but what we really want to do is to have year-round business, and therefore Sam Lawrence will be rebuilt as a summer product that can also be sold in the winter.
Meanwhile, summer fires and illegal dumping are causing grave concerns to the operators of the nearby cottages. According to the director of Ronald Stout and Sons Real Estate, Francis Stout, the situation is particularly worrisome in the dry season.
It tends to be a threat during the dry season. We always get fires, and that come pretty close to these villas down here, so we have to be very attentive to that situation. Because the style of the villa is that they all have shingle roofs, so dry season and sparks don't help us at all. You know, it's dangerous. We gotta be careful.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
To Montserrat now, where the opposition People's Democratic Movement secures a resounding victory at the polls. According to preliminary results, party leader Donaldson Romeo and his team won 7 of the 9 seats in Parliament in yesterday's general election. In thanking the electorate for the mandate, the Premier-elect maintained that the promises outlined in the party's manifesto will be met. Premier Reuben Meade has already conceded defeat. And finally, on the international scene, the parents of Reva Steenkamp are dismayed that her boyfriend Oscar Pistorius was acquitted of murder. In fact, the Steenkamps say justice was not served when the judge ruled that Pistorius was guilty of a lesser charge of culpable murder. They also expressed disbelief that the court believed the Olympians' version of the events. Pistorius has been granted bail and will return for sentencing on October 13th. And on that note, we come to the end of this week's updates. But we'll be back again on Monday at 7 in the morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay in supermarkets and gas stations near you. For the latest news and sports, I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a wonderful weekend.
This news update is brought to you by